We got this last trial to do, and I think I got it. It is almost 3 in the morning. I'm tired. I am sorry, Yoko, because I'm pretty sure you're still here and you're watching this whole entire thing. Jesus. Alright, let's do this. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both prosecutions and defense will be able to present devices and the opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call upon the people presented in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edward seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edward. My prosecution called Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. With that witness, state her name and occupation. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. You must prove that today. Do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Alright, let's see what we got. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate teaspoon steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later. We all went to Studio 1. That's all. I know that the murder took place during that 15-minute break. Now we need to find the contradiction. I have a question about the part of one of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take the van. There's a van at Studio 2. Ah! I didn't take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Let's do this. Alright, let's see what I got. So, day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Okay. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp, ended at 4 o'clock. It was said to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we began a 15-minute break. Wait a minute. Hold on. I remember something. There's no bones in the plate. Steak plate. Objection. Oh gosh, that's not right. It's right, but I think I got the wrong one. Ah, damn. Did not think of... Sal and I ate T-bone steaks. Still T-bones. That's where I have to use the steak. Objection. There we go. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate T-bone steaks. But as I say, you did not. Look at this. A plate. This plate was on the table at the employees area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Mrs. Vasquez and Mr. Wright both ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ha ha! Gotcha, bitch. Tell me, how can one person eat T-bone steaks and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Was it obvious, Your Honor? You were meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Gotcha, bitch! Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worried about today would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Alright. Let us see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. As I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How can I possibly have used the spear as a heavy weapon? You couldn't. There's no way she could. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove this spear was not used as a murder weapon. The murder weapon, a break in the shaft has been melded with duct tape.
Take that!
Not so fast. Remember this that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is this possible? For someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Edgeworth getting fucking shit. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai didn't know, and pray tell what was? Well, how was Hammer killed? I can tell you, and I think I know. I would make a claim if I could tell you what the weapon was. Because look. He used it. Look at this photo. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This is a photograph from 5 years ago. This was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of the very accident. Not a word was leaked out to the outside. It was close kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edward, you still can't see it. See the fallen man at this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago... happened again. Has happened again. Oh! Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though when she did it, on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die? 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that I say was true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet his body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And of the evil Master Chief costume, no less. And are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I dispose of the body? She had another way. I got it. Breaking the meeting in the trailer lasted 30 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jackhammer be pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to the studio and placed inside this costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. That's right. She couldn't deal with it. 15 minutes is kind of a short amount of time. You see? Even I cannot do the impossible. Therefore, Mr. Wright, I didn't do it. Agreed? Not agreed. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry the body. Please show us how she carried the body. The van! I'm on a roll, bitches! I'm on a roll! Miss Vasquez, you carry the body to Studio 1, and you use the studio van to do it. Oh, I got you, bitch. I got you all figured out. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. So I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the Majestic costume. Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget it's Sal Milena who drove. Are you suggesting that Mr. Milena was a conspirator? Of course he was! Of course someone had been a conspirator. The body had been placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that all alone. And don't forget, they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in a small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. But it's fun. There's something wrong. I win? You got something up your sleeve, Miss Vasquez. So, what happens next? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. What the fuck? I'm getting so blue ball here. What the fuck is going on? Who could say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of the battle, you proved the possibility that I'm murdered. Right? But that's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Huh? What? Order. Miss Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's what the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here to see a witness today, and I have no more questions. I'll be leaving. What do I do now? You know what? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say I had the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! Damn! Because I wanted to fail. There's something... Come on! As it seems there's no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness session. Whoa! Mr. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Objection, Your Honor. I requested the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in Miss Peterson. Exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, what the fuck? Indeed. Verily, I asked. There we go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify in the court considering the matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one who said that you always get the guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth... Alright. Let's see. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistants were there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Powers showed back up. The security lady was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and director's notes. Wait a minute, she never got the director's notes! I had to give it to her! I see no issues, brother. Mr. Wright, you're crossing into... Okay, Nick, we're really close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she'll sure falter. Find the keys. We need to find the knife and twist it. After finding the body, I was witnessing Sal and Old Bag, the security lady. I was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. The security lady, Old Bag, pointed at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceeding. I'm gonna push that. Hold it. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seemed the last everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of getting that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there was no way they could be involved if they cornered us. Covered it up for you. There must have been a lot of writing on it. The big weeks at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. We went back to the trailer to get the script. But we had to get the script, so hold it. The script in your director's notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press that. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to the Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Ooh, Edgeworth, what the fuck are you doing? Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be any rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known that the murder before going to Studio 1. Edgeworth, what the fuck are you doing? You're trying to win! What the fuck is Edgeworth doing? This man is drunk off his ass! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. But I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of changing to defense? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter, I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe that there would be no rehearsal. Very well. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any more action scenes, so I left them behind. She said Hammer has been, but it was Powers who was injured. Wait a minute. Powers photo. That's it. That's it. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think it's a little funny? I mean, it was Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Gotcha, bitch! Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. The only person who was injured during the run-through that morning, the person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammers who was injured? I heard he said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through this week. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez... You saw Hammer limping! Actually, you didn't hear it from Mr... No, you saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes! Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammers was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this, well, it wouldn't have been... He'd been able to... After he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly! Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. And that's where you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured this morning. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammers dead? Yeah, he'd fallen in hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Maybe she would have needed a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there any reason? It's unclear at this moment. Do the defense have anything to say in the matter? Of course I can prove it. I know... Okay, I have a proof. I can show it to you. The accident. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in his murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. When D. Vasquez helped, a terrible incident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on the day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you see, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing it up to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role at Evil Magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about the motives here, yet you only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you said, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never got rid of mutual men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain to Miss Aston the motive for murder. I think I have... Wait. I think I have it. Yeah, it's in self-defense! This is my proof. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you move your marbles, and I'm afraid I have to penalize you this waste of court time. Fuck. not right. Nick, we're so close. She had no motive. There was no motive. There's... All Miss Vasquez was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Power with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai suit. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security ladies into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. Gotcha. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone called an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Miss Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Miss Edgeworth, where is Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent, and he should have been found, so it was only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Will Powers. Alright! That was a hard one! That was kind of difficult. I was afraid I was going to lose. Court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. That was hella intense. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, well, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think he tried to frame me for murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. I think it's this one. Yes. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in kids' shows as a villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He couldn't have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick! Edgeworth! Oh, hi, friend. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste time gloating, do you? Nope, I really want to thank you. Asuka would not gone away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. And I'm a big fan of your work, Powers. Liar! Right. Let's say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yeah, unease and uncertainty. This bromance is hella fucking amazing. Put up some Edgeworth Wright fan art right now. There it is. Look at it. Look at them. Look at that bromance. Look at them. See them sparks. Are those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. I have to edit this. Mr. Wright. Better clear your browser history, Yoko. What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade them with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Or if they'll show his real face this time? I don't know. I don't think that the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Explosion! Alright, well, that's that. Turnabout goodbyes. Whoops, I do not mean to press the button, because we're done for the day. I'm fucking tired. I'm done. No more. We're done.